Ugh. I'm not going to name any names, but I recently purchased a vodka. It was from Colorado and it said it was made with glacier water, and I thought it sounded bougie and fantastic, and it's disgusting. But it's the only vodka we have right now, so it's what I'm drinking. Put a lot of ice and cranberry juice in here. Before we get things started, I just want to remind you, if you would please be so kind as to hit that subscribe button. Also, like this video. It really helps my channel out. If you're digging on my treats, please share any content that you love. Share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Share, because it really helps us content creators out. Another thing, my merch is on sale right now. It is on sale tonight, which is Sunday, April 19th through midnight Eastern Standard Time. And if you use the code AprilRain at checkout, you will get 10% off. Today, I am bringing you a part 2 to my Sephora VIB Sale recommendations. So if you haven't seen my part 1 video, definitely check that out. But I realized that I wasn't quite finished because I have some fantastic products that I didn't even cover in that video. Okay, let's get going. So in my last video, I kicked things off talking about my Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder Foundation, which is currently my favorite dewy luminous foundation. Another foundation that I use all the time, and I'm absolutely in love with it. You guys probably know if you watch my channel, because I won't shut the hell up about it, but this is the Bite Changemaker Supercharged Micellar Foundation. And I really thought it was worth mentioning because every time I wear this, I am giving you a flawless face. It blends like a dream. My favorite way to blend it out is with a damp beauty blender. I am in the shade L15. This is a great sort of Goldilocks situation between dewy and medium coverage. This is more of a natural look. I am wearing it on my face today. This has a little bit more coverage than the Charlotte Tilbury. I mean, I can't speak for obviously every single shade in the shade range. I can only speak for this shade, but it fits my skin tone perfectly. I feel like a lot of foundations I try oftentimes wash me out. This is like my skin tone in a bottle. I don't understand what kind of wizardry is happening in here, but I love this foundation. Next thing I want to move on to is that Natasha Denona Love Glow Cheek Palette. This palette is so delightful, and I used it on my entire face today. I love this cream blush. It is a go-to cream blush of mine. This blush shade, this is called Super Glow, reminds me a lot of the NARS Orgasm X, which I featured in my first Sephora VIB recommendations video. This is absolutely gorgeous. It has a little bit more of a shimmer than the Orgasm X, but nothing chunky, nothing glittery. I just think it is such a fantastic, gorgeous glow. This is the Diamond Glow powder. It is very, very sparkly. You can see it is this gorgeous pink sparkly topper, but if you use it subtly, it's nothing crazy. I actually used it on my cheekbone, and then I used the highlighter, which is the Glow Impact Highlighter. So I used all of those, and then I took the Super Glow and I used it as my eyeshadow today, which I've never done, but I'm kind of obsessed with it. I patted it in with my finger, and then I took a fluffy brush and I just went over that and blended everything in. I feel like palettes are a lot like, well, I was gonna say like CDs, but I guess I'll just say albums. Wow, that really dated me. So, you know, you buy an album and you like maybe like 2 or 3 songs on it tops, and you just play those out. This is that album to me where everything is a hit. You don't skip a song. It is just perfection. These are my holy grail mascaras right now. I wear them in conjunction with each other. This is my Monsieur Big from Lancome. This is my Benefit Roller Lash. If you watch any of my recent videos, you know that what I like to do is curl my lashes, use my Monsieur Big, which gives me luscious thickness, and then I comb through my lashes with my Benefit Roller Lash, which gives me that length and separates. I know it sounds extra to use 2 mascaras, but I've never achieved this amazing of a result with just one mascara. Next, I'm moving on to a lip gloss, because what would a video of mine be without a lip gloss recommendation, right? So this is the Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Glass Slipper, which is just a clear gloss. And so precious. So I recently put out an empties video and I basically was wearing a lip tint and then this over it, and I got so many comments from you guys saying, your lips look amazing, what are you wearing? So basically what I did was use one of my favorite matte lipsticks. I did my whole lip with it, wiped it off with a tissue so I had this gorgeous tinted lip, and just went over it with glass slipper. It was magic. This particular Fenty gloss, there is just like a 3% tackiness to it, but I have to say it kind of gives it a little bit more staying power, and I want to be careful with that because it's not sticky. It's not a gross, uncomfortable feeling. It's kind of just perfect so that the gloss stays a little bit longer, if that makes sense. So now I'm going to move on to some skincare. A lot of these products I'm talking about right now, I feel like I left out of my first video because, well, one, I didn't want that video to be like an hour long, and two, I felt like they're products that I talked about so much that people will be sick of hearing about them. But honestly, I feel like, well, why wouldn't I tell you about the products that I'm using every single day and can't get enough of? This is one of those products. This is the Glow Recipe Pineapple C Bright Serum. This is an everyday serum for me. Absolutely in the morning, sometimes at night. I love the smell of it. If you're a person who, you know, hates pineapple, probably don't get this because it definitely smells like pineapple, but I think it is so delightful. It goes on like freaking glass. It not only has vitamin C in it, it also has hyaluronic acid in it, so it feels incredibly hydrating. This is my second bottle of this. I mean, that's how much I love it. So next I'm gonna move on to some of my favorite face masks, first of which is the Laneige Water Sleeping Mask in the lavender scent. This mask is perfect as your last step before you go to bed at night. Works overnight to supply intense doses of hydration with hydroionized mineral water, while calming sleep scent helps you unwind. Redefine beauty sleep and wake up to glowing skin. Not only is it hydrating, but the scent, because this is the lavender, is so incredibly calming. Because it's a gel formula, it's cooling. So I love that aspect of it as well. And the price point on this is insane. It's below $30. I mean, can you ask for more? Okay, so next is my Charlotte Tilbury Goddess Skin Clay Mask. This has taken me forever to get through, which I love because, you know, it's an expensive product. It's Charlotte Tilbury. But this lasted me, I want to say, over 2 years. This is literally the creamiest clay mask I have ever put on my skin. It doesn't feel like a clay mask. When I put it on, it doesn't like stiffen and feel like it's drying my skin out. When I take it off, I really do have baby's ass skin. Skin's texture appears visibly healed, hydrated, and rejuvenated. Skin feels smoother, firmer, and plumper. I completely concur. So moving on to a toner. This is the Ole Henriksen Balancing Force Oil Control Toner. Green Fusion Complex, neem seed oil, salicylic acid, and AHAs. Guys, this isn't even a 2-in-1 situation. This is a 3-in-1 situation. Let me tell you why. First of all, it's double cleansing. I have never felt like I've gotten more stuff out of my pores, like my skin is cleaner than when I use this at night. It's great if you have acne. It's great if you have oily skin. Also exfoliating because it's got those AHAs in it. So it's going to perfectly prep your skin for everything you put on after this. Ole Henriksen Balancing Force Oil Control Toner, good job. So those are my VIB sale part 2 recommendations for you guys. Now I want to mention a couple products that I ended up putting in my cart that I hadn't really intended. So I told you that I got the Fenty Sunstalker bronzer in the shade Shady Biz, which I'm really excited to try. But on the 17th, Fenty put out 2 brand new products. They put out a cream blush and a cream bronzer. Now, y'all know I was on top of the cream blush, okay? I got that in 2 different shades. I'm not really a cream bronzer person in general. I don't know why that is. I feel like maybe it's because I just never really loved contour and I associated that with contouring, but I ended up getting the bronzer as well. So this is called the Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzer. I got it in the shade Butter Biscuit. Obsessed with that name. I watched a video about how to apply this and I was just mesmerized watching this makeup artist apply it to this model's face. It looked like it blended like a dream and I'm like, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm just doing it. I'm gonna give it a shot. So I ended up getting that, and I ended up getting another Ole Henriksen product that I've always wanted to try, and that is the Cold Plunge Pore Mask. First of all, I know this sounds really superficial, but the bright blue color of this always just made me want it. Inspired by the cold plunge part of a Scandinavian sauna cycle, this cooling clay mask detoxifies, controls oil, and reduces the look of pores. The innovative formula harnesses the power of alpine willow herb and snow lotus. Those are antioxidant-rich botanicals that have adapted to thrive in extreme cold, to soothe, mattify, and refine pores. So I feel like it's almost the mask version of this toner right here. Also, I wanted to have another detoxifying and purifying mask that wasn't one of the clay masks that I just mentioned. So I'm really excited to try this. Okay guys, so that wraps up my Sephora VIB recommendation sale video part 2. Thank you so much for joining me. I would love to ask you guys to pick out 1 to 3 of your favorite videos of mine. Share them with people you think would love it. It helps me out more than you can possibly know. Also, a quick reminder that I am doing my live streams 3 times a week. They're every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on my channel. The day of the live stream, make sure you go to my channel and set a reminder for yourself. If you do that, it just makes it a lot easier. YouTube will make sure to notify you when I've gone live. So I'm adding a little bit more to my live streams per week. I'm gonna make sure I do a skincare night and a night where I do a full face of makeup, which I tried last week and it was so fun. Please join me tomorrow, April 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a skincare night. Grab your favorite mask, grab your favorite drink, and come on over. Cheers till next time.